Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. In today's most important news, the very first news before you is the attack on Iran. By now, you must already know that Israel has attacked Iran. But attacks? Well, Israel or other countries have attacked each other before too. The news that has shocked everyone, stunned everyone, is that the amount of damage Israel has caused to Iran in a single attack is unprecedented. 200 aircraft were used in this attack and 100 locations were hit. 100 locations were targeted. The casualties are beyond understanding. The entire top military leadership has been wiped out, martyred, killed. Israel carried out these attacks so effectively that the whole world is amazed at how precise and accurate their intelligence was, and how major the intelligence failure was from Iran's side. We had already told you in the last vlog, even though we have no military sources, just from reading the media, that America had withdrawn its forces from UAE, Qatar and Kuwait. And in the last vlog, I told you that it seems like Israel is about to attack Iran. If we had sensed this, then surely Iran's security forces must have as well. Yet all those people slept in residences where they were not safe and where their intelligence had already failed, compromised. Israel knew exactly who was sleeping where. They didn't leave anyone. As I told you, they targeted nuclear facilities, ballistic missile facilities, military bases and the residences of military command. The army chief was targeted and killed. Similarly, the head general of the Revolutionary Guard was killed. The religious leader's chief security general, Khamenei's security chief, was also killed. The person involved in nuclear negotiations with America was killed. The head of their nuclear program was killed. Sure, they may have advanced missiles, bombs, aircraft, but this massive intelligence failure, this astonishing compromise, has shocked the entire world. Either their system is deeply compromised, or Israel has deeply penetrated it. And Israel has done similar things before too. Remember, their own president was once killed in a helicopter crash. Though Iran never admitted what happened, the whole world related it. Also remember how the Palestinian leadership was assassinated inside Iran, and their compound was specifically targeted. Now it's being said that this time the Israeli targets even involved ground-level guerrilla warfare. This means there were Israeli operatives on the ground as well, likely their spies or agents embedded within the system working for Israel. While their aircraft were bombing from the air, people on the ground participated in some operations and killed all these individuals. As I said, they've practically killed the entire high command. So now, what's left? Just the religious ruler, the president of Iran, maybe one or two others, the chief justice of their Supreme Court, their foreign minister and interior minister. Besides those 4 or 5 people, the entire military leadership has been killed, and all in one night in a matter of hours. So the biggest question is, how did they get such precise, accurate intelligence? Such a major intelligence failure on Iran's part. Of course, Israel should be condemned for provoking, for launching an uncalled-for attack on Iran, for injustice and excess, as it does in Palestine. But on the other hand, the world did not expect such an easy breach of Iran. Is it Iran's style of governance that has created discontent among people? Or does Israel spend so much money that people have sold their conscience? How did Israel get such accurate internal information from Iran's system? As I told you, Commander-in-Chief of the Revolutionary Guard, Hossein Salami, Major General Mohammad Bagheri, head of Iran's armed forces, Feridun Abbasi, former head of Iran's nuclear agency and scientist of their nuclear program, Mehdi Tehranchi, associated with Iran's nuclear program, and president of Azad University, Gholam Ali Rashid, commander of Qatam Al-Anbiya headquarters, and the list goes on. All were killed or martyred in this single night. Iran responded by launching about 100 drones towards Israel. I don't think it will be an effective attack, because clearly Israel is far ahead in drone technology. Even if not itself, then it has that technology from America and elsewhere. Reports are coming in that Jordan and Iraq, whose airspace the drones had to pass through, have shot down some drones, and Israel will handle the rest. So I don't think this counterattack will be very effective. Now many questions arise. Jordan, Iraq, their airspace was used. That means Israel could not launch this attack from its own land alone. It had to use the airspace of these countries, which are Muslim countries. So what exactly is happening? On the other hand, Pakistan has condemned the attack, saying that Iran has every right to defend its sovereignty. Let's now see which generals Field Marshal Sahib poses with in photos tomorrow. Remember, from day one we told you through many vlogs, a conflict with Iran is coming, and Pakistan is being prepared to be used in it. Pakistan may be used in the form of providing bases, airspace, or even just by remaining silent and not supporting Iran. That itself would be a win for the opposing side. That's why our generals are being showered with love and protocol like obedient children, being closely involved. We laid this scenario out for you a month or two ago, that a war with Iran could erupt any time, and Pakistan is being drawn in to benefit others. Personally, I'm very disappointed, not because Israel launched such a lethal attack. They had better technology, they did it, but I'm really disturbed by the complete failure of Iran's security and intelligence. Such betrayal, such deep compromise, it is shocking. Next news that I have to present to you is from Lahore. And it's a very big scandal that we're going to present before you. It's a scandal worth billions of rupees in which from Maryam Nawaz to her top bureaucrats have been caught red-handed. Those of you who know Lahore, bring the map into your mind. When you head towards Lahore Airport, right outside the airport, let's say right outside the airport, you know that on the left side is Askari 10, and in front of Askari 10 is Ring Road. And directly opposite Ring Road is a location where Ring Road, Airport Road and Berkey Road all meet. That spot is a roundabout. From there, Berkey Road branches out to one side, Ring Road runs overhead, and if you want to go inward, you head towards Mall Road. If you turn left, you get onto the service road towards the airport. And on your right side is Askari 10. Now directly opposite Askari 10, in other words, right opposite the airport, there's a fairly large chunk of land. This land is around 600 to 700 canal, or 1,600 canal to be exact. It's government land. Now, even during our government, DHA was after this land, requesting that this land be given to them so they could develop it. DHA Phase 8 is next to it. So DHA had been after this land for a long time, but during our government, no one had the courage, because Imran Khan had made it clear he would not let this happen. This was prime land, and Imran Khan had a plan for it. Just like Walton, that is, the airport land, was commercialized and sold to earn foreign exchange, this land too was being considered for commercial development. Since it's right outside the airport, the plan was to develop a commercial area here. High-rise buildings attracting foreign investment, but now new hands have gotten involved in corruption. A new GOR is being made here. GOR refers to the residential areas where top bureaucrats live. There are already several GORs in Lahore, but now this new GOR is being created here. It will include houses of 2 canals and perhaps some 1 canal as well. Let me give you full details now, then I'll explain what corruption is taking place. On one side it's DHA, and on the other side our bureaucrats. So, first of all, this is a 1,600 canal area. Within it, there are both commercial and residential plots. There will be 11 mini-markets and 4 high-rise condominium buildings with many condos inside. 1 corporate office. The residential GOR plots, or houses, will be 128 in total. Villas will be 105. In total, 444 plots will be used. There are some additional plots too. So in this 1,600 canal of land, corruption is taking place. Now, what does DHA say? DHA says that nowadays a 2-canal house costs rupees 220 million. That's 22 crore. And well, that's excluding the land cost. The land is not included in this valuation, so they say, we will build and give you about 128 houses for bureaucrats, and we'll pay for it. First, they kept the cost highly exaggerated. They said it costs rupees 220 million to build one house. Then they said, we will spend about rupees 27 to 28 billion. Just give us this land. We'll sell the commercial areas, sell the rest. Basically, DHA is making a big grab here. Phase 8 of DHA is adjacent to this land. Now, another important thing has happened. The current Chief Secretary of Punjab, reportedly, allegedly, is being given one commercial and one residential plot, either to him or to one of his representatives. The price? Rupees 320 million. That's 32 crore. Some people say he has already sold these plots. Of course, they won't be given in his name. That would be too obvious. So the plots will be given to a representative. Whether you call it a bribe or an adjustment, the point is, he will get them. Similarly, the SMBR, that's the Senior Member Board of Revenue, reportedly Nabil Javed, is also getting one commercial and one residential plot. So both the Chief Secretary and Nabil Javed, the SMBR, are being given one commercial and one residential plot each, off the record, outside of government records. This is what's being reported. We will, of course, ask and contact them and present their point of view as well. So, as I said, reportedly, both these individuals are getting rupees 320 million each. Either they've sold already or are about to. That's rupees 320 million each in their pockets. Now, the member colony is also getting a residential plot. He's not getting a commercial one. The member judicial colony, someone with judicial authority, is also being given one residential plot. These are two separate positions. Later, when land disputes arise, these are the officials who make decisions. So they're also being given a plot, reportedly worth rupees 100 to 120 million. That's 10 to 12 crore. Obviously, they're ranked a bit lower than SMBR and Chief Secretary. So they only get one residential plot, not a commercial one. Reports say a commercial and residential plot is being given to both Chief Secretary and SMBR, and only residential to the member judicial. How these plots are allocated and to whom, this will become clearer in coming days. For now, as I said, we're saying reportedly, allegedly, since we don't have direct documents. Now you may say when the time comes, there will be an investigation. But where will the investigation come from? On the other side is DHA, and DHA means generals. And who audits the generals? So the story ends right here. Just like Israel is bombing Iran, DHA has launched a similar attack on state land. And look at this land, right in front of Askari 10, right outside the airport, just for 128 houses for bureaucrats, houses being built at exaggerated costs without even including land, which is, of course, free government land. And the rest of the land, that all goes to DHA. These are the methods of corruption in Pakistan. And when you criticize it, the anthem is played, and you're called a traitor and rebel. So this new GOR is being built. Hands are being dirtied here. In coming days, we'll reveal more. But this was an interesting bit of information we gave you. How, in the heart of Lahore, such a scheme has been executed, such double dealing has taken place. And in coming days, you'll see development happening here. Those who had to eat their share of the loot, they'll eat and quietly step aside. As I said, on the other side are generals. So no one's father can audit this. No one can even think of it. So this matter ends here. Well then, famous Pakistani actor Rashid Mahmood has been kidnapped by bandits from the Kacha or Riverine area. His vehicle was fired upon. He remained safe. He was traveling to Rahim Yar Khan. There he was kidnapped. When the bandits saw his ID card and he told them that he's an actor, the Kacha bandits let him go. At least the Kacha bandits still have some level of respect and honor left for artists. If it had been the Pakhai bandits, that is, metaphorically referring to corrupt and entrenched powers, they would never have let him go. Anyway, Rashid Mahmood was released and he's safe. In the budget, the salaries of Pakistan army officers have been increased by 50%. and for Jawans the increase is only 20%. Now, either I'm mistaken or I'm reading this correctly. Let me read it again. In the budget, the salaries of Pakistan Army officers have been increased by 50% and the salaries of Jawans by 20%. I couldn't get it. Shouldn't it be the other way around? I mean, the lower staff, their salaries are already very low. They're already living under hardship. Now, I'm not saying that officers' salaries shouldn't be increased. Generally, salaries in Pakistan are low. I believe in this, that government employees' salaries are low. That's a different matter that many of them take bribes, but for those who don't, who try to work honestly, their salaries are indeed low, so even if they're increased, there's no issue. But this is a completely upside-down system. Here, officers' salaries have been increased by 50% and Jawans only 20%. Either increase both by 50% or increase both by 20%. Officers who already have relatively better living conditions, their raise is 50%. And the ones who are already starving, only 20%? These are the conditions of this country. Secretary Finance Imdadullah Bosal in the National Assembly's Standing Committee on Finance. Well, this Imdadullah Bosal, this guy is a whole movie in himself. We'll talk about him someday. I haven't seen films as big as the one this Bosal Sahib is. We'll talk in detail about him another day. But for now, let's stick to this. In a country where 50% of the population lives below the poverty line, where the minimum wage is rupees 37,000 and not even a rupee was added to it, because, you know, the situation is bad, nothing was done for those living below the poverty line. When the finance minister was asked why the minimum wage for labourers wasn't increased, do you know what he said? He said, the business community and mill owners did not agree. So if they agree, you'll raise the minimum wage? But when you want to increase officers' salaries, you don't ask anyone. When it's time to raise salaries, Jawans' salaries aren't increased equally. For God's sake, at least file a case of rebellion and treason against this, because you're dividing the military's rank and file between officers and subordinates. No, brother, I'm saying raise the Jawans' salary too. If you're increasing the officers by 50%, then what's the fault of the poor subordinates? Anyway, this was a piece of news I had to present before you. Then Shahbaz Sharif, on May 29th, increased the salary of the Chairman Senate and Speaker of the National Assembly from 200,000 rupees to 1.3 million or 13 lakh. We've already told you this. That was an increase of 630%. Now, yesterday, Shahbaz Sharif of Form 47 has taken notice of the salary increase of the Chairman Senate and the Speaker National Assembly. MashaAllah. Now he's taking notice of something he approved himself. You first increased the salaries, and now you're taking notice? Who are you trying to fool? Either you're mad yourself, or you think others are. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.